Alright, so we're going to play some Fiasco. I think we decided on the Christmas one, and to all a good night. So, joined by my friend Steed and Chris. I'm Sean.
Merry Christmas.
Hello.
Alright, so...
December 1st, so it's Christmas now and will be for the next
I just copied and pasted the other game that we once played in this here, so we can use this as a base.
Yep, yeah, no, this was good. I remember.
So we can just edit we can just edit these and change them to match the new ones. I think we can also roll the dice because I think they're rollable.
Oh, cool.
So I think they're rollable tokens. So I think they're fine. So I'll set up. So I'm just going to click over to the playset. It says "And to an all a good night." So basically, it takes place back at hometown. Your small hometown that you went to, and there's secrets and stuff. So it's
Fiasco.
Yeah, it's Fiasco. So it says so inspirations are A Christmas Story, Home Alone, other things. We'll just add No
The
Country.
Coen brothers made a Christmas movie.
So true. Okay, so we'll just roll a single die in Roll20 to see who goes first. So it's /R1d6.
Whoa. 67?
Oops.
I think you won.
They always roll?
Yeah, see who goes first. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so it looks like I go first. And I guess I'll just highlight all of these dice.
Oh, did you roll all of them?
Yeah, I just clicked it and
Cool.
click the roll button. Alright, so now we get to choose. There needs to be one relationship between each of us, and then further on, there's a need, location, or object. You choose the main category, and then you choose the subcategory once the main category is established. So I think what I want to do is obviously I'm just going to choose a secret between me and Steed. So our relationship is the secret.
Okay.
So we'll go clockwise according to Roll20, so Chris will go next.
Sounds good. I can't grab any of the dice, by the way.
You can't?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, me either.
I think you have to give us permissions.
Let me fix that.
Because you grabbed a 3, right? Because you went under secret. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm just promoting you to GM.
Wonderful.
Alright, so you just rejoin. Just refresh and rejoin. It should be fine now.
Yay, load. Alrighty. Yes. Okay, and I can edit the text boxes too. Good. Okay, where were we? All right, so okay, so we need to each of us needs to have. Sorry, can I can we go through the rules of this again? I forget. It's been a long time.
Sure. I'll just like go through it also, just because it's easier. So there's relationships, which are kind of on pages. I don't know. There's no page numbers, so it starts on relationships.
Yeah.
There's like so everyone between us. So our characters are defined by our relationships. So in between us, there needs to be a main category. So it's either like a 1 for Santa's Little Helper, a 2 for family, a 3 for secret, 4 for at work,
Right.
5 for obligatory generosity, 6 for on the same side. And so there's a secret between me and Steed right now. On Steed's
that's
turn,
a relationship.
Yeah, on Steed's turn, he could further define the relationship. Either it's going to be
Can we
Secret
erase
Santa.
all this other stuff?
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I was going to keep it just to make sure you don't have to like change the text boxes, but I think
That's
actually
okay, I'll remember.
it's confusing. So yeah, it's probably better.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I remember. So we each have to have a relationship with each other.
Yeah,
and then that's defined by a subcategory, and then two of us will have a
we could probably
two of us will have needs, and the third will have a location, right?
It's
That's
up to
generally how it works.
Generally, we could either have a need, an object, and a location, or any combination of those. But usually, you want slightly more needs in bigger groups, just so that
because needs drive the plot more than objects and locations.
Yeah, but if you're in a 3, it should be fine. Like you're gonna get carried along in the story anyway.
That's true. Okay. Okay, let me look at the relationships because I think those are the most fun.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna like talk. Well, you could just choose. So there's Santa's.
No, it's okay. I'll just think about it.
Yeah, so there's Santa's Little Helpers, and there's like elves and talking about essentially very Christmas related things. There's family, so all the family time around the holidays might not be great, might be good. Who knows? There's secret, so there's definitely some juicy secret stuff there. There's at work, so you can be coworkers and stuff like that.
I'm gonna snag them before anyone else gets the chance to, and I'm gonna have me and I think me and Sean's relationship is gonna be Santa's Little Helpers.
Santa's Little Helpers.
If we don't get one of those subcategories in here, I'm gonna flip because those are hilarious.
So there's elves at Poppleton Mall, rival Christmas tree lot owners, Citrus Craze mobbing blockers, post office, writing letters from Santa, the Bake Sale Committee co-chairs, Christmas Carol acapella duo. Those are great.
Any of those would be hilarious, and I need one of them, so I gotta take the only one. I'm sorry. Okay, I'll fill in the relationship. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay. So we have a 2. We only have 1 6 left. We'll save that for later.
And so since I go first, Steed, your final one isn't bound by the number on the die.
Ooh.
So
the last number is always wild.
Yeah, and the last color once we start playing, it's wild as well. Could be good or bad. All right. So you could either further define our relationship under secret with the Santa marriage affair, Ghost of Christmas Past, Conception, or you could do a need or location. So under locations, there's the rooftop, there's on Santa's blank, there's Home Sweet Home, there's the city skywalks, there's putting the Christ in Christmas, and where you should have been before now. It's kind of funny.
I guess we have to do on Santa's.
On Santa's blank. Okay.
I can't see the number for location.
Pardon? Oh, so on Santa's is 2.
Yeah.
Where do I put the location?
Below the relationship.
Or you could, well, technically you can do it with me as well, right? You don't need to have the relationship
Oh yeah,
first.
Yeah.
doing
I'll
that.
put the location between me and Chris.
Okay.
No. Can I do it between? No, it has to be between me, right, and somebody.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to define your relationships, not other people's. Unless, I guess, is it possible that you have to if you're the last pick?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know mathematically if that's how that
I think
works,
I think you. I don't know. I don't know if it's written in a rule that you have to do your own, but I like to do your own. But we don't have to do that either. You can just do whatever.
I don't know. I think it's more fun to do your own because you're the one that has to role play it, so you should have a little bit of control.
Yeah.
But whatever. On Santa's something. We'll find out.
All right. So it's my turn. So I can either choose an object, and I feel like I might want to choose an object between me and Chris because our relationship's already so charged, or potentially charged. So object. What numbers do we have? We have 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have two twos, 2. So 2s is the alternate recipe. We have memories, stocking stuffers. Maybe a need. Maybe a need would be good too. I don't know. To get drunk, to get off the naughty list, to prove, to get in the spirit, to carry on traditions, to keep the secret. I could just do that from there's a secret between me and Steed, and we have to keep it. Maybe. Till we get to Canada. Holy crap.
Till we get to Canada.
I mean,
Where are
obviously,
you right now?
we haven't specified where we are, but obviously we're in the Midwest because where else would we be?
It's been like Russia or something.
We're in Siberia. All the references to the Poppington Mall might ring a little hollow if we're not in America.
Welcome to the Poppington Mall. Terrible Russian accent. Alright, I think I'm just gonna choose that there's going to be an object. The ultimate recipe between me and Chris.
Okay. Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, the ultimate recipe for blank.
Okay.
This is shaping up to be a glorious time of Christmas. I can I
guess I should. Okay.
can foresee it now. Murder. He's joking. This Christmas, Santa's little helpers are in. Damn it! I was trying to make a segue, but I just couldn't think of it. Are about to bake the ultimate surprise: murder.
Well, I mean, to be honest, this kind of chooses itself. I think our relationship should be bake sale committee co-chairs.
What?
Okay, that's perfect.
Like I said, kind of writes itself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
Let's put in a need. How dark do we want this to get? I feel like this is pretty happy, so...
So you're saying we should add some darkness now, early?
Well, I mean,
No, I feel like we should not go the dark route. It's like, be happy all the time.
I mean, is it really a fiasco if someone isn't at risk of losing their life?
Or losing more
Or,
than your life?
their reputation. For certain definitions of life. Maybe not their, actual mortal peril, but...
Oh no! My position on the bake sale committee co-chair. How could I be a complete?
Do we really want to be? Yeah, exactly. Do we really want to be co-chairs of the bake sale committee? I don't.
I want to chair it myself.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Gonna go with to get in the spirit. I need.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Going to here. There is ultimate recipe for chestnuts roasted on the open fire, for mixology from Grandpa's liquor cabinet, for the way you make it on your side of the family, the turkey you should have started defrosting yesterday, the second best vegan turducken in town. Alright. Or I could do the need. Or I can define the relationship. So let's look at the need first. To get in the spirit, hanging the stockings by caroling around the block without so much rum and eggnog this year, with the best light display in the neighborhood, and get in the spirit and out of these handcuffs. Well, I think I know which one I'm picking.
No, I knew it.
Oh dear.
I knew it. I didn't want to get dark. I would.
Well, I don't know what the content of your secret is, but it seems pretty dark.
Alright. This is fun. So much things.
Okay. All right. Me and Steed need to get off the naughty list.
You've been naughty. Kind of things are on the naughty list. By delivering Christmas dinner to your local homeless shelter, before your sister finds out the truth about last Christmas, before they catch up with you.
Yeah, my personal favorite. Before they catch up with you.
And stop
All right, go ahead.
all the news coverage and back into the church choir after your satirical op-ed fell flat. That's funny. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Do we go big? I feel like we go big. I'm gonna do on Santa's Christmas parade float.
Hell yeah! I was praying
Yes!
you would choose that one.
Yes!
The biggest, most public spectacle is the only one that's worth doing.
And someone gets arrested almost immediately, I think. That's perfect. I'm excited about this now. Started out so innocent, now it's turning into this giant spectacle. My life is falling apart! So it's my turn, so I can either do a recipe for blank or a secret. So let's look at the secrets. So it's 3. So it's 3, 4, 5. So it's either an affair, the ghost of Christmas past, or conception. But it's a secret that could get arrested. So I think a ghost of Christmas past is ominously vague enough for it.
Hopefully not a literal ghost.
Why am I picturing like elves and Santa brawling it out on this Christmas float?
We'll have to see.
Play to find out, Steve. Play to find out. Alright. Okay. So Chris can choose the recipe or the reason why you're getting off the naughty list.
All right, so I have
3 or 3.
It's only 3.
Before they catch up with us, or the recipe could be
mixology from
No, that
grandma's
doesn't fit.
liquor cabinet.
All right, so we're gonna have to go with before they catch up with you. Which, to be honest, is perfectly acceptable because we're on a parade float.
That's great.
Before they catch up with you.
I'm kind of imagining Steed as Santa, and since we're Santa's little helpers, we're like
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing too.
dressed as elves on a float. So Steed gets to define what the recipe is for between me and Chris, and the last one is wild, so it's your choice.
Wait, I have to get rid of the last three, right? First.
No, but it's your choice.
You can pick anything. It's wild.
Oh, okay.
I said no, it's your choice. I meant yeah, it's your choice.
What's a turducken?
It's a turkey stuffed in a duck, or is it duck stuck in turkey? I don't remember.
It's a duck stuffed in a turkey.
Yeah, but it's vegan, so who knows what it is?
It's tofu.
Well, obviously, you guys are the bake sale committee co-chairs, so we gotta do special cookies left out for Santa.
Okay.
Oh, it's all starting to make sense now.
Are we in possession of some illicit substance?
Maybe. Are you writing it in, Steve?
Wonderful.
It writes itself.
It truly does.
Alright, just a little reminder of how the rules work, because it's been like a while since we played. Is that the first round, or first half of the story takes place between two scenes where each scene is focused on our character. So when we can either set a scene or have the other players set a scene. If we set the scene, the other players get to decide whether it's good or bad, dictated by the dice color. So there's kind of like a darker gray and a white dice color. And so white will be the good, the kind of dark gray will be the negative color. Of dice, your negative outcome of your scene. If you choose everyone else to set the scene, you can be responsible for the outcome. But if everyone else sets the scene, we could set it as leading to a possible outcome as we would like. What else? I guess we need to think of our characters before we actually begin. So I'm thinking my character might be Bree. Hello, my name's Bree Chesterton, and I would love to be the bake sale committee chair. I'm just so excited to be on the float.
Wait, are we raising money for this float? Or do we already have the float?
I assume we're on the float. The float exists.
The float exists.
It'd be difficult for us to be on it if it didn't exist. I'm just gonna move that over there. Hey, I'm Jimmy Phelps, baker extraordinaire, local volunteer, and definitely not up to anything.
God damn it! Just because Jimmy wants to join the float doesn't mean you have to strip my title of chair.
Bree, I have lots of important things to do, and that's just how it is.
Why are you even joining?
I like that. Bob B.
I'm doing Bobby G. No, Bob G. Bob?
Alright, so Bob G. Do you go by Bob?
I do go by Bob. I'm signing up to be Mr. Santa for Christmas parade float. I believe I'm jolly, and I want to get money.
Bob, it's Mr. Claus. Bob.
Yeah, so I'm Claus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Santa Claus. Like
Yes,
his name is.
Yes, Claus. Bob.
Okay, Bob. All right, Bob.
When's the
Bob, just sit down, okay, Bob?
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
I'm right here if you need me.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Alrighty.
Alright, so it's my turn to start this game off. It's Bree, the happy-go-lucky Santa's helper with a dark past. And I think I'm gonna set the scene. And it's gonna be it's gonna be me. I'll need a random police officer, and I think if Steve wants Bob in the scene, this might be a good scene for Bob.
Okay, I'll be the cop.
I'll be Bob.
Okay. Oh my God! I think I saw some lights. I think they're here. The cops are here. Bob.
Where?
I don't know. You have to hide.
Knock, knock.
You have to hide me.
Knock, knock, knock. Hello? Is anyone in there?
No. Wait.
Hello? Did I hear something? Even like the doorknob rattling. Is anybody in there?
Bree, do we leave?
Here, go through this window. Here, I'll boost you and you pull me out.
You boost me.
Yeah,
How's that?
there's no way I could pull
The
you
other
up.
way around. You can't boost me.
Yeah, well, the chair could help.
Can't go through.
You need to come out here right now.
Okay, hurry up.
Like I reach out to grab your arm. So just a reminder, you guys have to, before the scene ends, you have to decide if it's good or bad. So I'm reaching for Bob's arm and like climbing up the window.
Don't say bad, because they know we're here.
Yeah, no,
I'm
definitely
pretty sure
bad.
we can't outrun the cops.
All right, so
So it ends bad.
yeah.
So I guess the door bursts open as I'm not fully.
Yeah. So the like you see like this slam, like the door gets like pounds open, and I'm like, both of you on the ground, and like the chair like collapses into a bundle of sticks under both of your weight, and you're both like sprawl in a heap on the floor.
Wasn't Bob outside?
He was like halfway outside. But he fell back in. He lost his support, and so he fell back in.
Okay.
And I don't know.
You get the dice then.
Fair enough.
So in the first round, the first half of the game, when you get the die, you give it. On the last half of the game, when you get the die, you keep it, and you collect the die from the beginning to decide the tilt, and at the end, you'll collect the die to decide the kind of finale, or it's your epilogue of your character. Okay. So what is Jimmy Phelps doing?
All right. All right. So I think.
Wait, I got a question. Can the scenes be?
Yeah.
Are they always
can-
after?
No.
No, they can be in
previous-
any order.
Okay.
Any chronological order you want. You can even
Right,
you can even have a dream as long as the bad is actually really bad in the real world.
I think I am the person Bob called to bail him out, and so I show up at the precinct, and I'm gonna try to negotiate to get him out of jail because tomorrow morning he needs to be Santa in the Santa Claus parade.
Oh wait, I got the job already? Nice.
We can flash back and talk about your job interview, but I think let's go with the momentum
Santa
of the scene.
saved.
I'll be the uninterested desk clerk at the I guess the remand or whatever.
Yeah, the precinct or whatever, and so okay. So I roll up. I like, hey, you got a Bob Gonder in lockup here?
And I'm like typing, click, 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 and I stop and I look up at you over my sunglasses and a Bob Gonder, and like I like resume typing a little bit, click, 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 click. Yeah. Seems to be fleeing the scene, dressed as Santa.
Yeah. That's the thing. See, he's in the parade tomorrow, and I was wondering if there's any chance I'd be able to, bail him out of here.
And she looks at you and says, "Well, I don't know. if I have the authority to do that.
Well,
And like
sorry,
she's like obviously lying. She could like just send him out just like with the mail.
Wait,
he's not.
is
He's
my
not like
cell in view?
you can. It can be if you want.
Yeah, it's in view. Jackie, Jacko,
It's-
save me, man! Save me!
It's Jimmy. Oh my god. Okay. Look. He's not under arrest. Like he's not being charged with anything. Surely.
Yeah, I'm free. As in, like, I did nothing wrong.
This is well.
He wasn't even like it wasn't even his house. Like he was just visiting. He wasn't breaking and entering. He was Bree Chesterton's house. Come on.
Correct.
I'm gonna vote.
We
this.
know each other. We know each other. Like
she kind of like. He's like kind of like, well, in the spirit of the holidays, like the parade must go on.
yeah, exactly.
You hear me just laughing maniacally through the thing.
All right, I vote that. That's from what I gather, Steve wants Bob to be released.
Sounds good.
So you give that to whoever you want.
Okay. I guess we'll give it to Sean. Thank you. Bob, get over here.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I
Anyone
didn't
else
do it
call?
for you, idiot. Did you talk to the cops?
Of course not. I tried to run away. Brimmy almost got away.
No, I mean since you got here.
Oh yeah, we should
know
leave before
what?
we say anything more.
Yeah, I in my mind we are like leaving. All
Okay.
right, I am impressing upon you to remain silent about something. Ooh, okay. Some perhaps thing that yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Steed.
We'll just do like all of us near the Christmas parade float, just to make sure it's like up and running for tomorrow.
Why is Bree there?
Isn't she? She's a Santa's little helper, so I guess she'll be on the float. They're choosing the people to be on the float at the moment.
This is like kind of like back in time then.
Yeah, back in time, where it was nice and stuff still. Yeah, so you're just their characters, and we're all getting picked for the float.
And I'm like, okay. So Jimmy, I know we started off on the wrong foot, but I have a great cookie recipe that I think we should try out. And I'm like giving you like intense bug eye stare. Like maybe like periodically like cocking my head like kind of like side to side, like, are you listening? Are you listening?
Seriously, Bree, I'm just trying to get this float organized right now. I don't have time for that. We can discuss recipes later. It's fine. I already have it's already all taken care of. I can't have this discussion right now. I got to get this float off the ground. I need to find a Santa, okay?
Santa's here! Get me on the float. I want to test it out.
Hi, Bob.
Hello. Who are you again?
And I give like Bob, like as soon as I see Bob, like my face just like goes like white. Like, oh my god, like I can't even I was like, I can't even deal with it right now. And I'm like,
oh, what's up, Bree?
I'm like, I'm not talking to you, okay?
Why? Because that one time?
This is me not talking to you.
Time?
Bob.
There's only one time.
You know what, Bob? Hey, I think you'd be perfect for the role of Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm all jolly.
You're hired.
Yes. Wait.
Sorry, Bree.
Was there anyone else? Was there any other candidates?
No, everyone else. It's all good. Get out of here. We found him. Goodbye, thank you,
Yes.
goodbye. And I'm like
I didn't even have to do my
a bunch of
acting chops. I was gonna show you some real good
a bunch of like
scenes.
elderly, like pudgy, white-haired men like go filing out, and then there's Bob, who's like not particularly either of these things, who has been hired. I'm like, okay, excellent, goodbye. Sorry, Bree, you were saying?
And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, the white is now turned to like angry, and I'm like, just like huff out, like like I stamp, walk out, like stamp.
I guess we've already kind of decided that Bob got what he wanted because he got the job, but
Yes.
So yeah, you give that die to someone.
That's like $50 extra in my pocket. Let's go with Jimmy.
oh no!
Because he was working really hard to get me on that, and it worked.
Yeah, so I would like good cop and bad cop for my scene, as I am being questioned, and I want to plead my case that I'm to free myself because I want to attend to the float that everyone's so hard to get ready.
I will be the bad
I want
cop.
good cop. I want good cop. I feel like I'm gonna be playing the bad guy for most of this, so I want to be a good cop.
Okay. So I'm like, Bree's like in sitting in like I guess like a questioning cell, or maybe not. Maybe because like we said that the cells were there. It's just like kind of behind like a curtain by like the main front office area, because it's like a little like rinky dink precinct or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you don't have interview rooms. They'll be ridiculous. There's a curtain.
I was like kind of like handcuffed to this chair, like sideways, like I'm like basically handcuffed to an office chair,
Yeah,
and I'm like spinning around a little bit absently.
I like. So I walk in. And I'm like, I like sit down, and I like do that thing where I like grab the desk lamp and like point it at you, so you have to like squint.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Listen.
I walk in. I don't mind my partner.
I kind of like turn my swivel chair, like undercutting your authority, because like they have to face the other way, so I don't have to squint.
you're like rotating to avoid. I'm like trying to point the lamp at you, and you keep like turning away.
It's straight into your eyes.
Like, hi, can you get him to stop? I'm like trying to like hold out my like elbow to like shield myself from the light.
Fine. And I like twist it back
I come
down.
in. This is Officer Lawrence, and I'm Officer Matthew. We're just here for a couple of questions. Why were you trying to flee the scene?
Last I checked, I couldn't climb out my window when I want to.
I like pound my fist on the desk. I'm like, listen, we found the weed. Tell us where you got it.
He's like, I'm gonna play dumb. The weed? Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. I could put you away.
It's quite true, actually. For a couple of years, just on the weed charge alone.
And I'm like, I gulp. Okay, so I wasn't supposed to tell you this, but Bob Grandeur, he was at my house, and it's his weed.
Bob Gonder?
Yeah.
Did we just release that man?
I like run out of this like rinky-dink interview. I'm like, what was the? Did we give the name to like the person who's working the desk, whatever her name is? I'm like yelling her name. I'm like, what happened to Bob?
And she like kind of like, don't take that tone with me.
What happened to him?
He went to the he got released. The parade's in an hour.
Oh my god! And I like go charging out of the door.
You can leave, Bree. Sorry for the misunderstanding.
She's like, thanks. I have a parade to attend. I'm gonna give this to Bob. That's great. All right. So you either keep the momentum or just rein back the momentum just a bit, so that I guess on the second, so that the tilt
Yeah, because
happens.
we need to go through 6, right? And then it's the tilt.
Yeah. So it's just 2 more scenes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a little bit of not much of a back, just a little bit of a rewind. So I have hired Bob, and we're putting together the float, and I'm like, so okay, so it's just me and Bob. So I guess Sean, you can decide the outcome.
Okay. Yeah.
So Bob,
Yes.
you know I'm on the bake sale committee, right?
No, I did not know.
Now you know now. And just wondering, I have a special recipe for some cookies, if you catch my drift.
Would you care to
Well, no, Bob. No, it's fine.
say?
Well, I don't mean to impugn you or anything like that, but I happen to know you are a reliable source for certain, baking substances.
Oh, that's where you're getting at. I thought it was like, okay, yeah, what you need.
Well, just stuff that's suitable for cooking. But here, I have an issue. There's well, I don't know if I'd call her a friend of mine, by the name of Bree Chesterton. And the thing
Yeah,
is,
I know her.
well, I don't know if she was here. Yes, you know her. She was here when I hired you. I don't know, but the thing is, she's more or less trying to come up with her own recipe, and I think it would be useful if perhaps you gave her some less than perfect product. If you,
I got you. How much you willing to
yeah,
pay?
no. I'm thinking you could give her this, and I hand you over like a bag of like very clearly like fake weed. I'm like,
Hey.
maybe she could use this, and I could use the real stuff. Would you be willing to do that for me?
You're a trickster. I like you. Yeah, I could do this for you. Jimmy, was it?
Excellent. Yeah,
My name's
yes,
Bob.
I know your name, Bob.
Yeah.
We know each other, Bob.
Yeah, first name basis. I like it.
Sure.
Sorry.
All right. Bob is too stupid for anything bad to happen to him, so I'm giving this to Steve.
Right. So final scene before the tilt. Steve?
Is the tilt its own scene?
No, the tilt happens.
No.
We roll the dice, and we essentially it'll be like whoever has the lowest and highest roll. If we like subtract, like black from white or whatever, and then two of us will decide basically a kind of like narrative device that's kind of bad that will include in the
tilt
final
is
two
when
scenes.
everything goes wrong, basically.
So this scene could be the scene that goes bad, and we could just add in the extra stuff with the tilt.
So this is the scene before the tilt. So this is like right before it goes bad. This is right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of things that you could do, but, like, you know.
Oh wait, isn't there a thing like you guys could choose the scene?
Yep, and then you can decide the outcome if you'd prefer.
Yeah, let's do
That's
that.
fine.
Because I can't think of anything right now.
Okay. All right. Well, there's two things I can think of. One of them,
Getting changed into your Santa outfit. I'm not sure.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, maybe like.
But then there's the
Getting-
need
okay,
to
so, like-
get in the spirit, or there's a need to get off the naughty list before they catch up with you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that's happening right now, right? Like the cops
Mhm.
are on the way. So I don't want to necessarily do that one because that will be more fun, I think, to explain on after the tilt because
Mhm.
the cops are after Bob. But maybe after the tilt we could do more with that.
Ghost of Christmas Past. How
Yeah,
is that working?
maybe your guys' relationship should get like, how do you even know each other?
It feels
why-
like we hate each other. No, she hates me. I don't mind her.
Yeah, so maybe we should do something about that. We should do a little more background between you guys before
Like a flashback for like a few years ago during Christmas time.
Yeah, exactly.
is
Something like that. I think that would be right. So yeah, something went wrong between you two, and this is the scene where we figure out what exactly that is.
Yeah, what was our relationship?
It's undefined.
I don't think we're family. I don't think we're family.
I don't think
Maybe
so.
we went out or something at one time and it just went horrible. Fuck, I don't know.
How about this? You're my drug dealer, and we're going out for the first time.
Oh, that's
Oh, boy.
terrible. Oh, I like it.
So I'm like, so Bob, where are we going?
To the liquor store. I gotta get me some awesome beer.
All right. I mean, it could be fun. I think going to the liquor store could be fun. I'm up for anything.
Damn, Bob, are you like
Yeah.
really hot or what? Like that?
Yeah, is there like a house nearby or something? Wait, no, I know where your house is. I like sold you fucking weed. You live down the block, don't you?
Yeah, but like going to my house to smoke weed. I mean, like you've done that like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
This is
That's
our
fun, though,
first date. It is fun.
Where'd you want to go? I have all the money in the world, man. Or girl. I have all the money in the world, babe.
Well, I don't know. Can you decide? Sorry.
Well, I'm not really for the touchy-feely, except for the touchy, but... You know what?
What?
You know, I'm down for some romance.
Oh
We
my
could go
God.
down to the river and just walk across it with some beer in hand, and you know, it'll be nice. I haven't tried it before, but I feel like it'll be a good time.
Okay, I mean, going by the river, that's kind of creepy.
What? No, it'll be fun. Believe me, it's my first time doing it.
Okay, so I guess we go to the river then.
Yeah.
So like quickly scene forward to the river. I'm like, I don't know if the ice is like thick enough to walk on.
I'll show you how brave I am, and I walk out on the water. See? Perfectly fine. Come here.
And then I walk out on the water with my high heels.
If fucking oh shit! What do I do in this situation? I can't call the cops. I can't call the cops. Bree, I can't save you.
Holy shit!
It's too dangerous.
Help me!
I'll get help. And I never come back.
Oh god! Does this end good for you or bad for you?
I don't know.
You get to decide, Steve, because we set the scene.
Oh, sorry, I set the scene. No,
Yeah, we set the
scene.
scene, so you decide the outcome. I think having like abandoned someone to die in a river can't possibly be a good way of resolving a situation for you.
Definitely a bad first date.
I'm pretty sure I forgot that on my later scene.
Yeah, I think that's probably pretty accurate. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go bad.
Okay.
All right, give it to one of us.
Oh, I can't give it to myself?
No.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll give it to
after the twist.
Bree
You
then.
give.
I'll give it to
them.
Bree.
Okay.
Oh, great.
I just fucking left.
Ugh. Why are we hating on Bree? She did nothing wrong. Except.
I was gonna give it to myself, but you know.
All right, so we need to.
Two.
So we need to roll these dice. I think we can highlight them and right-click, and then click on multi-sided, and then just choose random side and it rolls.
Okay.
So you roll your dice, Steve.
Yeah, it's rolling those dice.
Highlight them and then right-click.
Highlight them, right-click, and then multi-sided. Click random side.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So it stayed exactly the same.
It's literally exactly the same.
Wait, why did mine dice change? It was a 5 and a 2, but now it's 5 and a 5.
Yeah, that is weird, eh?
I was clicking yours.
Oh, you rolled mine?
Yeah, I didn't know it did that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
Can you just delete that and put a 5 or 2 there?
Well, it's fine. No, yeah.
Yeah, I can.
There we go.
There you go.
So reroll yours then.
Yeah, reroll your 5.
Before. Okay. So you're at plus. Or yeah, plus. You're at 4 white and
5 white.
Or 5 white, and you're at 2 black because you subtract the 2. But I'm at 3 black. So me and Steve get to choose the tilt. So the way the tilt goes is we randomly choose all of these dice. I randomly rolled all of the dice in the middle. And we gotta go to the tilt table. So I there's a reference sheet. Is there? Yeah, there's a Fiasco reference sheet for the tilt.
Can you put that in roll 20?
It is in Roll20. It's in the journal.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah. So there's 2.
Tilt 1 or...
There's 2. There's just 2 pages. So basically, each choose because you were white. I guess you go first because I don't know the ruling. But you use these numbers in the middle here to write the tilt. The tilt's right in the middle. So you basically choose a big topic. I choose the other big topic. You choose the detail for my topic. I choose the detail for your topic.
Okay. So I guess I'll choose. I like the idea of mayhem.
Mayhem is good. I like the idea of innocence because we're playing in the parade, so there's lots of innocence around.
Oh yeah. Wait, can I fill up your 3?
Yeah.
The wrong guy gets busted.
All right. I can choose 2 or 3. A frantic chase. Obviously, I'm going to choose a frantic chase. All right. So 6 more scenes. Starting with me, the final one is wild card. So even if the dice is good or bad, it could end either way. You keep the die you are awarded. Now, yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have kind of like a action scene. I'm just gonna narrate what I'm doing, and then at some point you guys can decide if it goes bad or good, and then I'll just continue narrating until
Sure.
I feel like I've concluded. So like I get released, and Bree's like in a huff, and she's like looking through her phone, like all her missed messages and stuff, and she's like quickly like trying to like answer them, but like she can't, and so she's like, oh, and she like looks at the time. She's like, oh, I'm gonna be late, so she like gets into her car. She like puts it into reverse, and she's like, like gunning it, basically trying to get to the start of the parade, but there's like traffic, and so every stop, I'm like trying to like click like on, and I'm like scrolling through my phone and like trying to like text people really fast to like to like figure out what was going on, because I was like held for a couple of days, and so like the time goes, the traffic clears up a little bit, and I'm like now I'm just like half driving with like one hand on, and like half driving, and I'm like texting like Bob. I'm like, holy shit, Bob, they're coming.
And text and drive.
I'm like, they're coming, Bob, they're coming, and as I'm like thinking like, should I send this? I'm like staring at it like kind of whatever, and like I look up and it's like green, so I gun it, but someone is trying to like cut the red just finally, and I like hit somebody like I hit somebody and like we go spinning, and we're maybe only like a block and a half away from like the start of the parade. And then like the final scene you hear whoop, on Bob's phone. That's my scene.
Bad?
Yeah, I got the band.
You got caught.
I got in an car accident.
Yeah, you got in a car accident. But was someone actually chasing you?
No.
But I was trying to make it to the on time.
Yeah.
Racing the clock, man. It's a metaphorical frantic chase.
Well, I think we can do one better. So, Bob, you're on the float. You're Santa Claus.
No, wait,
And
don't we have to say if that scene was good or bad for him?
I did. I said it was bad.
And then
I said it was bad too.
And then I narrated a car crash in response.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, because she was trying to get to you before it was too late, but instead she crashed her car. And now it's too late. And okay, so I'm driving the float. I'm dressed as an elf. And Bob is standing on top as Santa Claus, being merry.
Nice. Yeah.
I don't know, throwing candy or whatever. And obviously Santa Claus can't be looking at his phone. So I've got it. It's down here near the driver's seat. And all of a sudden, your phone just starts blowing up. I'm like, what the heck? So I kind of look down at it, and then I see all the messages from Bree being like, they're on to you, Bob. They're gonna catch you, etc., etc. And I'm like, oh shit. So I look over my shoulder. I'm like, hey, Bob.
Candy for you.
Bob.
Candy for you. What?
Get down here.
Be right back, little children. What?
Bob, do you have any like weed on you right now?
Yes.
What?
What's the problem?
And then I'm like looking around, and all of us like out of the crowd, I see this like crazed cop like trying to like desperately like part through the crowd. He's like, out of the way, and the crowd's like, whoa, what the heck's going on? And he's like, he gets to the barricade and he points at the parade float and he's like, stop that float. And I'm like, shit. And so I like hit the gas and start like, what? And like Bob like falls over as like the parade float like suddenly accelerates down a side street.
Side. Okay.
Yeah, like hang a sharp right, like plow through the barricade, people diving out of the way, like booking it down this weird side street. Like, Bob, you have to ditch them.
What's happening? I'm hyperventilating.
You have to ditch them, Bob.
Run! Running.
No.
I ditched you. I'm running. I'm just running.
He jumps off the float and runs away.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right, I will keep that. Thank you.
Okay. Bob?
So the tilt, I have to put those two things into my...
Yeah, one or two of them, preferably two. If you can, but at least one.
I run. I think I'm just running. And because Bree's car was like a block away, I just run in her general direction, and the two cops, or Officer Lawrence, comes out and sees both of us like talking, and I'm gonna pin it on you.
Being free?
Yeah. Bob Bree and Officer Lawrence, the bad cop.
That's me.
Chris, yeah. And then I noticed Bree just like hit a car. What the fuck? You almost hit me! Bree?
Hey, you two! Get back here!
Hey, run!
And I'm like,
Run!
not running. I'm like, this guy ran red, and I'm like pointing at like some guy who's like fucking like still dazed for being in a car accident.
I throw all my weed in her car.
And I'm charging up to the scene, and I'm like, immediately like football tackle Bree to the ground and start cuffing her.
You're under arrest!
Oh.
And I'm like, no, I didn't. This wasn't my fault. The guy ran the red. I'm like in my elf costume.
I'm gonna say this is really bad for her.
This is your scene. It's good for you.
Oh, yeah, it's really good for me.
Sorry, I kind of took matters into my own hands there, but come on, the wrong guy got pinned. The wrong guy got busted. Okay.
All right, my scene. I think I want the scene to be I'm just gonna be struggling. Yeah, so I know my scene is this is gonna be following right after a whole slew of crowd of people have come to watch Officer Lawrence arrest me, and I'm struggling because he hit me. And I'm like yelling, I'm like screaming that he hit me, like he ran the red. I'm not under arrest or anything. As people cell phone this whole thing. So I'm like, he hit me. I'm like trying to like you tackled me. I'm like my face is maybe bleeding. I'm like trying to like get my arm, like I'm not cooperating at all. I'm trying to twist around and like squirm away under you. And like people have been like are bringing out their video games. It's like, he ran the red. Like, why are you arresting me?
Shut up!
No, no, I won't shut up. And I'm like looking at people now. I'm like, this is abuse.
I'm sorry. But you're under arrest.
I'm not under arrest. I'm
Mommy,
not.
Why
And
is
I'm
that
like,
little elf getting taken away?
all right, that's my scene. End scene. It's perfect.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys set the scene. I don't know what I should do.
You're right now in the float, driving maniacally.
I think a helicopter is on the scene reporting a runaway float, and in the slowest car chase in recent history.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, this shot is from the view of the helicopter. And you see like this like very slow parade float, like, you know, going like weaving through the city streets. And like a bunch of cops are like following it, but they're just like jogging jogging after it very slowly. And like one of them like climbs onto the back and like walks over and like taps me on the shoulder. He's like, you see, like I'm like, oh, freaking out, and I'm like swerving back and forth, and the guy's like, whoa, whoa. I don't know. I don't really have much else to say.
You get to decide whether it's good or bad for you.
I guess probably bad. Everyone's going to jail.
Except for Bob.
All right.
Shit, it's really hard to think of something. He just got away. He lost his weed. Probably lost his job as Santa.
Definitely lost his job.
It was only a 1-day gig.
You're not getting paid for this.
I feel like he's just gonna like steal a bike or something and just like try to find his next job outside, like in town. Like I have no idea. You guys set the scene. I feel like this is just a normal day for him. Yeah, he's just gonna pick up his pants, and I'm just gonna narrate a scene. Like after he runs away, he lost his weed. He tries to find like the nearest like liquor store again. He has no money, and he's like just down in the dumps. And then he sees like a newspaper saying like looking for like truck drivers or something, and he's just gonna take that and go away right off into the sunset.
Sorry, I was just at the answer at the door. So what happened?
Like he's just gonna like be down in the dumps and sees like a looking for truck drivers or something, and then he's just gonna go off into the sunset. I feel like this is like a normal day for him. He's living day to day.
Okay. Did you set the scene?
Yeah, I said this here.
Alright. So did you act out it already?
No, I just narrated.
Okay. Did it end bad or good? Chris.
Doesn't really matter.
It ends neutrally. Neutral. Okay.
All right, let's roll them.
So yeah, now we get to roll our dice as a batch. Oh wait, yeah, we can decide.
Yeah, how do you roll them all at the same time?
Just
Highlight them all.
copy and drag and select them all. Alright.
All right.
Now do the math.
Aftermath.
I'm at, what is it? -1, 3, so I'm at 5 black.
I am black 4.
Plus 16 or white 16.
I don't even know if it goes that high.
13 plus.
So 13 plus is fan-fucking-tastic.
Yes! That's cool. I never had that before.
5 black is rough, and 4 black is savage. So, 5. I'll just do it. I'll just read through it in order for me to Steve. So 5 rough is versus Bree's fate is you're getting whipped like a rented mule for starters, and you'll probably remember this for the rest of your diminishing days. The lesson you learned will be profound, lingering, and painful. You got 4 black, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's savage, as in something is broken or mashed in quotation marks. Maybe you got a permanent limp and a bad reputation, plus you totally fail. And then white is fan-fucking-tastic. It's fat times ahead, safe and secure. That thing that would make your life better, oh, you got that. Absolutely. And then you got some more. And then some even more. Enjoy it. Okay. So we basically epilogue our character's life, 1 dice at a time. I'm gonna say during the arrest, my collarbone was broken.
Okay. Turns out I've been arrested not only for like for reckless driving, but also for breaking someone out of jail, which I didn't do. But you know,
Oh, it's my turn. Um, I got that job as a truck driver. Did it for a few years. Just kind of happy. Sean, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. The cops couldn't prove it was my weed. However, they got me on resisting arrest, reckless driving, and a number of other minor charges.
obviously, I was immediately fired from the bake sale committee by the board of directors.
While on my job as trucking, I got into an accident, and turns out I was transporting a bunch of drugs, and I took advantage of it.
Oh, what? The worst. Alright. Bree managed to work in the kitchen at the local minimum security jail. She served some time. Did I say something?
Yep.
Okay.
Turns out all of the weed was actually mine, and the rest of it was all fake.
Few years passed, and that was with my business know-how on how to deal with drugs. I was able to get a sizable fortune, get my own mansion and everything. The dream of a drug dealer when you hit the height.
So, after serving some time, she was let out early. But what haunted her most was the YouTube videos of her arrest, because it went viral in a bad way.
I don't know. Don't run from the cops, kids. That's all I have to say about it.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, eh?
As a legitimate businessman now, I was able to give back to the community and just have a good life. Passed away with my 6 children and their grandchildren. Yeah, very happy.
Host your own parade. Host your own parade.
And I was able to become Santa one more time in my later years.
All right. Well, thanks for playing that episode of Fiasco. What a fiasco, am I right?
Yes.
That was pretty fun.
Yeah. My favorite part was the YouTube video at the end. Ooh. Alright. Good night, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.